All right, it feels like May is blooming, so welcome to your May numerology for 2024. I'm Jennifer, and welcome to your readings at the round table. All right, so I'm going to do a quick overview of the astrology. Some of you have had questions about this. I go into more detail about the astrology for the month, especially the 2 weeks surrounding the new moon and the full moon, when I do the zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon. So if you want more details from me, make sure that you check out your zodiac readings, where I do have an intro that covers like all the stuff that's going on around that new moon or full moon. Okay? All right, so we're kicking off May with Pluto going retrograde on May 2nd. Yeah, so Pluto is essentially kicking off this retrograde season, if you want to call that. I don't count Mercury in when I say retrograde season, because Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. Not once a year, not once every 2 years. Mercury goes retrograde a lot, so I don't count that. Pluto is going retrograde until October the 11th. And here's something fun. Pluto is going to retrograde back into Capricorn starting on September 1st. So that's going to be fun for all of us that have a lot of Capricorn in our charts. Yeah. On May the 4th, it's just a little side note for me. May the 4th be with you. Huge Star Wars fan. I can't help it. I'm a geek. On the 7th, we have a new moon in Taurus. It hits its peak at 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we have on the 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus. On the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini. So we're opening up Gemini season. Love that. On the 23rd, we have the full moon in Sagittarius, which hits its peak at 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the same day, we have Venus moving into Gemini. This is a good place for Venus. The place that Venus really doesn't like to be is Virgo. I mean, who can blame her? I'm a Virgo, so yeah, I get that. All right, then on the 25th, we are wrapping up the month with Jupiter moving into Gemini. Now, this is not a favorite place of Jupiter because Jupiter does rule Sagittarius. So this is not the favorite place for Jupiter. The fall position for Jupiter is actually Capricorn, but we're gonna have Jupiter in Gemini for the next year. Jupiter changes signs every 12 to 13 months. So Jupiter has camped out in Taurus a long time now. So we're going to sort of jump into a new wave of interest and new freshness here. And I am going to go into this in greater detail when I do the full moon and Sagittarius readings for the zodiac signs. So for May, we are ending the month with 3 planets in air plus Sun and South Node. So we've got Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun in Gemini. We have South Node in Libra, and we have Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Then we have 2 planets in water, which is Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces, and Neptune rules Pisces. I just always like to point this out. Then we have 2 planets in Earth, which is Uranus and Mercury. And then we have 1 planet in fire and plus North Node. And both are in Aries. Mars and North Node are in Aries right now. And Mars loves being in Aries because Mars rules Aries. Oh, I know. It's great. I really think that May is going to be a wonderful step in to right before we get to that summer energy. You know, it's like the end of spring, but we're stepping into summer. I think this is going to be a wonderful time for it. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to talk to you more about this Pluto retrograde and Jupiter moving into Gemini. But again, make sure you check out your zodiac readings from me if you want to hear this information from me. If you don't, that's okay. There's a million of us on YouTube, so check them out. All right, so I am going to be pulling from 2 card decks today, the usual Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards. These are my favorites for numerology. So let's see what your life path number is for the next month, for all of May. Hello, Life Path 33. Okay, May for you is going to be a lot of new beginnings. It's a 1 month for you. Now, when we're in this 1 month, you're a very strong-willed number. I think you know that. 33 is dynamic and creative and very, very strong-willed. I love it. I don't think it's bad. All about supporting people's self-expression. We're in it. But with the one time, with the one energy, with the one vibration, you're really going to be exuding a lot of independence. You're going to be feeling that independence like no other. This is great because you can really take that time to show your individuality, to show that you're capable of leadership, that you're very resourceful. Love that. I think this is going to be a good time for you, but I also think that it's going to be challenging because you're going to get creative with a lot of ideas that are flowing into you. This is definitely a very inspirational time here at Life Path 33. So, this is a great time if you've shelved some ideas or some dreams and you've just been like, you know what, it's not for me. It's not for me right now. I'm going to put it away. Oh, put it away. But then now when you're in a 1 month, maybe you take it down and re-examine it with fresh eyes or a different perspective. Polish it up, dust it off, and see where it takes you. It's a good idea to do it during that one energy. I want to tell you really quick, the mantra of the one is, I'm inspiration. I fearlessly direct my creative ideas into action. That's what the one is all about, is taking action. They get these ideas, they get all this creativity flowing through, and they have the courage to take action. And that's a huge component of the one energy, is the courage. So this is a fantastic opportunity for you to discover a lot of confidence in yourself and just be like, okay, I see the potential in this. I'm confident this is going to work. I'm going to move through this. I think this is great because you want to share your creativity with the world. You love to have that self-expression. And I want to remind you again that we do not, even with, there's no wrong way of self-expression, and speaking your truth, 100%, we're in it, but it should not cause injury to others. Yeah. Then this is the Genesis, and I think that I do really feel like this is a great time for you. The shadow effects of a one is isolation, insecurity, doubt, and it can sometimes give people the wrong impression and have it come off as selfishness, lazy, and aggressive. Because instead of admitting that people are insecure or they have a lot of doubt in themselves, or they'll isolate themselves, but they'll appear to be lazy because people will be like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to hold off on that just for a minute. Or it'll seem like they're being selfish because they're not sharing. Or they'll get aggressive and just be like, I don't want to do that. So you have to pull back the layers to see what's really going on there. That's the shadow side of a one. Your shadow side, I just want to remind you very quickly, is lack of acceptance in self and others, which can cause a negative domino effect. And we're not looking for that. Not moving beyond your comfort zone, tendency to focus on the dark instead of the light, and being quick to judge. So I do feel like these shadow sides can sort of feed off of each other. And again, we don't want to do that. You don't want to sweep the shadow effects, the shadow sides, under the rug and ignore them, because that's bad too. You want to acknowledge them, see that they're there, but just go, okay, this is where I am, but I'm not staying here. I'm going to find a way out. I'm going to find a way to climb myself out of this. Yeah. All right, 33. Let's see. I'll just remind you really quickly of your mantra, which is ecstatically and lovingly, I share my creative essence with the world. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see what kind of cards we get for you here, 33. And I want to answer a question really fast. It seems to be plaguing a couple of people. There are 2 card decks that I use routinely, that I use the books, that I read from the book. That is Moonology and this deck, the Crystal Reading Cards. Now, I do that because these books are so packed with information. It's really solid information. It's wonderful guidance. And I feel like I would be doing a disservice to you, to my clients, to everyone involved if I did not read from the book. I do not feel like it's cheating to read from the book, especially on advice cards. But if you will watch my zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon, you will see that I do not read from the book, and I'm not cheating. But again, I don't feel like this is cheating. So, to each his own. All right. Let's see what we got for you in way of advice cards. Ooh, Artemis. I forgot to switch the cameras again. Artemis, the Guardian. Citrine, abundance. We are in a year of abundance here, Life Path 33. A 44-8 year? Yeah. Yasmin, you okay? All right, let's start with Artemis, even though I've already pulled Citrine out of the book. Artemis, Guardian. This is a great card. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Well, that's good news. That is excellent news. Okay, Citrine, abundance. Citrine is known as the stone of joy and abundance. It offers you potent medicine to assist in deepening your connection to this natural, vibrant energy of the cosmos. Open and receive this blessing right now from the divas of Citrine. Allow this energy to flow through every cell of your being, attracting and creating abundance in all aspects of your life. When you live in the vibration of abundance, you will naturally open to the joy of the universe. I like that. Purification crystal on all levels, assists in manifesting wealth and abundance, and shifts old patterns of negativity. Brings in joy and magic of life. I love this. And the cards match. Oh my gosh. You know how much I love that. I know. Just goofy. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 33. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of May. A merry month of May. Don't forget to check out your zodiac reading for the new moon and the full moon. And I will be giving more detailed information about the transits and everything that's going on in astrology during those readings. Also, don't forget to check out the Life Path 6 video, because you do carry the foundation of the 6, and it's important. But if you choose not to, that's okay. I hope again you have a wonderful May, and until we see each other next, get out there and make your magic. Thanks. Bye.